Hello and welcome to How I Play, my level 100 Shadow Knight, Shaman, Bard, Beast Lord, Mage, and Wizard together in a group here in Everquest. So I'm skipping the part where we talk about them in the guild hall. We're going straight here to the Lceanium, and this is Empires of Kunark. We are currently level 100, as I said, and this is a level 105 zone. You can see this massive Tundra Yeti is red to me. I am using my sword and shield. This is challenging content, and I'm actually going to try and kill this stuff. Now, it works out pretty well, in all honesty here. You can see like the damage coming out. I'm getting some life taps in. We're not going to have much problem with this stuff, but this is challenging content, and it is not 100% easy. So you can see there, we killed our first mob. Let me get these guys a little bit better positioned here, get her melody going. I didn't even have melody going for that. And here's the Beast Lord. All right. So let's get that. My dog just decided to become annoying. All right. So there are some quest items here we need. And why I can't. I right click. I swear this game is broken. All right, let's give these to Hobbs. See if we can finish his quest. Eddie Ticks. What are these for? All right, I don't know what that one's for. All right, so we're gonna pull another mob here, and where's my log parser? There it is. Let's not set the right character. There we go. All right, let's get that pulled up. And here we go. Let's pull another Yeti. These are you know, probably one of the easier mobs in the zone. Obviously, they are 104 to 106, I believe. So they're pretty rough. There we go. You can see there. I do need a sword and shield for this, or a one-handed shield. So it works out pretty well in most regards. There we go. All right, now we got the 14 on us. Can I right click these to anybody? That is so annoying. Give those off to him. All right, let's see what else we can find out here. I'm sorry that it's so dark. Like I don't know what it is about this zone, but it does not record well. It's one of those zones that just, like, when it's dark, it's dark. When it's bright, it's bright. And then I have one character that stays dark no matter what it looks like, so. There we go. Got that slowed on incoming. Perfect. Perfect. All right. And you can see there, we get that going. Get some damage on there. Let's get some melee going from these other guys here. The Beast Lord in there so we can get some actual damage, and then we'll click on that so that actually shows up. And there we go. You can kind of see, I'm going to move the pet window here a little bit. You can kind of see who's winning the DPS meters here. We're doing well. I feel like I'm doing well for this being pretty much red content, but you never know, you know, how well that actually is when it comes to some of these things. Let's pull this in. Now, I tried to named here, and I got beat to death. But that named has some mechanics to it that were kind of challenging, if you will. It was the skeleton that feign deaths the group and stuff like that. Pretty crazy. There we go. Get this one down. And there we go. All right, let's grab another one here. I think another bird will work. This one's 106. So I'm pulling with Terror since it's insta-cast, so I can immediately start running back to the group. Once I see it's close enough, I'm gonna start trying to slow it. And then hopefully slow lands. So this is content where I actually have to use a sword and shield, slow the mobs, and play it off like it's actually hard content. And see here if I can switch you around and around. So I can kind of get them in melee range, but it just depends. These mobs are dying fairly quick. You can see there, the Beast Lord is dominating the DPS at the moment with pretty good damage. So that is something to keep in mind there. Now we're gonna kind of run out here again. Now this zone has shinies, so I do pick these up. I apologize for that. There's another one. Pull this one back. Now, ideally, in the chronological terms of how EverQuest works, you would come here at 105. But I've been coming here with just straight heroic characters. These guys are a little bit beefier than heroic characters for sure, because they've been played around for a while. But you can see that this is where we're moving to in December for the series. And I feel like it's going to be a nice challenge. Now, let me see if I can get a giant, because those are actually hard. Those are truly difficult mobs. Send that over there. Alright, so we're going to pull this kind of stealthily, because if we run next to the guards will attack it, and it'll become gray, so... Let me see if we'll see if we can get a giant or whatever else we can find out here. There's a giant there, but that's gonna give us too many of these. Let's just yeah. So some of the times the stone gazers will stun you, which can possibly be problematic depending on how fast you run. They will close that gap really quick and eliminate you. So we're gonna stand like right here. This should give me enough distance to pull the mob directly to me. I'm gonna go ahead and initiate a slow. And it looks like he got slowed. Who slowed him here? Looks like the Beast Lord slowed him. The Beast Lord is doing it. So it's, you know, high damage between the Beast Lord and the Mage right now. With the Bard at number 3, ironically. I did not expect that. So let's give that off to Numbergar just so he can finish his quest. Now, this zone is I would say it's easier. Oh, that's not good. I would say this zone's easier than some of the other zones. Typically, you see a lot of people go to like Frontier Mountains and stuff like that. But I like to do all the quests, so we're going to be doing all the quests here and stuff like that, so it's going to be kind of fun. You know what? Let's try 2. Let's back off from that guy. Actually, yeah, we're too close anyway. Just pull him. Alright, we're going to do Mantle. You can see there the amount of damage we're taking from that. Alright, let me see if I can get you in melee. There we go. So that should be working. Now Hobbs is doing the most damage right now just because I think he's been on it long enough. So damage shields are kind of giving him a little bit of advantage here. Let's give that off. But you can see now the Beast Lord is back at number 1, beating out the Mage. Significantly, she did use her bestial form that was up after, so that's good. One of the pets is not being distributed correctly, so let me figure out who that is real quick. So what I like to do is go to each character with a pet and target themselves, hit leader, and just to make sure. And I believe it's the shaman one now that I'm looking at the names there. Alright, so we killed 2. I thought that was going to be more difficult than it was. But this is, you know, this is some more challenging content than the, you know, one-shotting everything in House of Thule. So let's get some more parsing here and kind of take a look at the numbers. Now, the only thing I'm doing is pressing 5, like the whole time. Every character, if you gotta watch all the how I play each character, and I show how I set everybody up and how everybody's, you know, kind of working their magic there. Wizard actually was doing a little bit higher now. So definitely it is an experience. It took a lot of refining to get my characters to this point. Now, the first time I played the game, I did not have any luck like this. It was a lot of dying to just random stuff that just didn't make sense. And now I realized you have to pretty much spam heal a lot of the times. It's not like original EverQuest where you could, you know, casually heal. This is more of a frantic heal, I feel like. And my shaman kind of reflects that with the way he is 100% a healer and healing me. No one else gets healed, so you can see there these hits are smashed. 19,000. Yeah, 19,000 hit. I currently have 144,000 hit points. Let me see here. Self buff, steadfast stance. That puts us at 150,000. So, and gorilla skin, perfect. And it's just a matter of pulling these. So this massive one right here, he is a placeholder for the named, I think patriarch, maybe the matriarch. I don't know. It's one of those things. Let's take a look at tracking here. I don't see any named up right now. Otherwise, I'd try to pull a named. If we get lucky, one might spawn, but I just don't think we're going to get lucky there. Give those over there, and let's get some bard speed. Everything is all just really good. Like, I feel like this is like my best setup yet. Like, for you know, for what it is, right? Like, I feel like how everything's configured, everything's set up, everybody's just doing exactly what they need to do. I'm not even slowing these mobs now. I could definitely slow them, but I just don't feel like it's even worth it. Because they don't even really hit that hard. I'm back here at 100. I came here at 99. I came here in 99, and I was it was a little harder than what it is right now. So let's go down here, and the experience is pretty good at 0.9, 0.8 per kill. I mean, that is, I mean, you're looking at like 120 kills to level, right? Maybe, you know, whatever that math actually is, but it's not too bad at this level. I mean, that gets me at 101. Without much effort. And, you know, like, doing this, you get a chance at the chase loot and stuff like that. Plus, I'm doing the mercenaries and stuff. So, but you can see here the DPS is fairly straightforward between these. If I don't get the if I don't get the beast sword into melee, she has terrible damage most of the time. The nukes and stuff give her a little bit of advantage, but it is not, it's not like, say, the wizard or the mage. And they're really close, like 6.1 or 61,000 versus, oh, we got two here. All right, let's see here. Let's get this one. I'm going to go ahead and Parses, and we're going to get you right there. And we're going to get you right here. Now, what is my beast sword doing? She is nuking and not healing, so this is 100% healing from the shaman. Taking two of these, they're not slowed. Not too bad, right? I might even be able to do a two-hander at this point. Stunned or something, jeez. There we go, and let's get the DPS meter back on there. Come on. I don't know, it doesn't like showing up sometimes. So dumb. Why is it not? All right, let's get another mob. and pull that one up. Let's see here. Here's a Yeti. Let's do... Actually, here's a closer one right here. Grab him. So he is, what? 105. So between 104 and 105 mobs. And we're not having... You know, it's harder content, but we're not having too much of a hard time that it's like, oh my gosh, this is undoable. It's more or less, oh my gosh, it's so doable. All right, there we go. Let's get the Bard on there and then get the Beast Lord on. Plenty of time to, you know, add, you know, characters into melee and just get them positioned correctly. So it's definitely nice. You can, I've done it where I crawl through zones where I just have them on auto follow and do it that way, but it doesn't work as well as you'd like most of the time. Intact White Dragon Scale. I'm gonna roll that because I know that is used later on. So we're gonna send this to Nomagard. There we go. But there we go. So Tawani's winning most of the time in this. So let's bring in the DPS log here and take a look. So we came here right here at the massive Yeti. Let's go ahead and grab all those. Take out that one because I did AFK for a second. All right, so you can see here my mage is my top DPS out of all those fights, with the wizard coming up third and the beast lord second, followed by Hobbs, the Shadow Knight, and then the bard, and then the shaman with his paltry 11,000 DPS. And that is if we look at his spell counts, right? Shaman, Frigid Gift is where all his damage is coming from, nothing else. So that's expected. I do not expect any damage out of the healer in this currently. I expect him to solely be doing healing, and that's what he's going to be doing. So if we take a look at see here, can we view the healing chart for this stuff here? Yeah, so let's see, unknown. Unknown. All right, that's dumb. So you can see this color right here, this orange is Hobbs. So he's not taking a lot of damage. It looks like I'm healing the shaman more than I'm healing anybody else. That is kind of funny if you think about it, right? Because he's constantly taking damage from his heals, so he's, you know, losing that, right? And it looks like the Beast Lord took a little bit of damage there too. If we look at the tanking chart, all right. Now this is where the taunt on the pets kind of comes in. So Tawani's pet, which is the swarm pets that the mage makes, you can see there they're taking a lot of that brunt of damage off of me during these spikes. These are the Hobbs right here. So every, what is this? Every other second, I'm losing, you know, losing enough damage on me, so this is actually doable, right? And the same with the warder. The warder's taking a nice little bit of damage there also. And I think that's the mage bet. So definitely, definitely nice if you really think about it. Taking that damage off me. Now, the mage, yeah, the mage is about where I thought she'd be, top DPS, but I did not expect the wizard and the beast lord to be that much lower. So that is something I might need to look into for optimization. I was expecting the wizard to be more at 60k ish, whereas I was expecting the beast lord to be a little higher. But now the beast lord I'm okay with being a little lower because I am not getting her in melee every time. So that is kind of to be expected. If I'm not gonna try to get her into position all the time, then I can't expect her to be top DPS, even though she should probably be higher than the mage with everything, the way everything's going right now. And we got another 2 pull. I'm gonna try to slow these guys. It's not working. I'm getting chunked. Oh, all right. I'm gonna pop up. No, I won't pop it. I'm gonna let this one play out. There's one. Oh, look at that wizard with his massive, huge nuke that he did. He's like totally dominating the DPS. And that's why on the wizard I do the, you know, the instacast nukes over everything else, just to like make sure he gets everything out there real quick. So we can do 2, no problem. Using sword and shield. I don't think I want to try using two-hander right now, just because I feel like it's gonna get me killed. Like some of these hits can get pretty bad, and at you know, 20k hits, or what's we're looking at here, 20k hits, I'm gonna feel, you know, awful after that one. All right, let's turn you. Now, since I do the bard and then I do, because of the order of my characters, like I feel like that might be an optimization I can do, where I do the beast lord first to get her a little bit more damage. But I'm not too concerned at the moment. Now later on, when we get to like you know, Lorian's Song or the Outer Brood, where the mobs actually last for more than a few seconds, I think that there's some optimization there that we could do, you know, to make some changes long term. You can see here we're just chunking these guys down. Let's see if I can get the log parser to pop back up. There we go. Now I put Stasi on first over the bard, so you can see here she's a little bit higher on the damage. Now that's probably just gonna be how I have to play it from now on. Now if I can master pulling these just right, like where they can hit, like I can't tell if they can hit at that angle, right? It looks like she's swinging, but it's hard to tell because some of these beast lord abilities are. There we go. Yeah, the pets are taunting, so that's nice. There we go, perfect. All right, let's go up here. Another Tundra Yeti, nice. Just grab it, bring it on down. But this is, you know, this is the basic gist of how I play them together, right? Like I'm literally, the only buttons I'm pushing are 5. And that is to start the multi-bind, and that gets repeated through to all the windows via IS Boxer. But other than that, like everything else is just pretty standard like setup. I don't do anything in IS Boxer that you know that's fancy in any possible way. I'm very lazy when it comes to setting stuff up. I just like to make sure everything is, you know, kind of just the way I like it. It's very simple. I don't think going into, you know, using the virtual windows and stuff is going to help me at all. I tried it in WoW, and it just caused more issues, more lag, more things that I just didn't want to fucking deal with. And this is more or less the most simplest way I think you can multi-box using IS Boxer. Now, the way I do it is I could switch to true boxing, because this is exactly how I true box, right? I could get a hardware multiplexer if I needed to broadcast my keyboard to, you know, all the computers if I really needed to, and it would be no big issue there. I could also just hit, I did this on what is it, whatever TLP I played on last, not T, because I didn't really multi-box or play there very much, but on one of them I was multi-boxing like 12 characters, true box, just using, you know, 12 mouses. So it's definitely doable without all that. I just don't like alt tabbing because it's annoying. It's truly annoying, and I like being able to have control over, you know, the character in real time. And alt tabbing, I feel like it's just not going to work for me the way I play, because I'm trying to maximize my, you know, actions per minute here. But you can see here it's just a matter of clicking through the windows, and I do that in all the videos. So you see, I, you know, summon my mod rods, get those out. These things are just dying so fast now. It's like almost disappointing to try to move a character to them. But if I can position them like I am right now, where I can just drag the mob into the kill circle, if you will, it works out pretty well. But let's grab this one. Let's get one more mob and we'll call it a day. Let's grab this guy. Bring him back. You know, some of these pulls are a little longer than others, but definitely not too bad, right? We've gotten, what, 10% of a level? Just messing around here, not even trying to see what quest. We're not even doing this quest anymore. We should be off killing the spiders. But I don't feel like moving right now. And there we go. Get that. Let me turn you just a little bit. It's all about making sure they're in the, you know, right position, right arc for that. Preferably you want all your characters behind, but you know, I'll take what I can get. But there we go. That is how I play all my characters together. If there's any questions or comments, please let me know, and I'll kind of go in a little bit more detail. But you can see just by looking at the DPS here, like, let's see if I can bring him back in. Here, we'll take it from here. We added some new mobs in. Let's take out the inactivities right there. All right, so Tawani still top DPS at 66,000. Gnome Guard went up a little bit to 50, and Stasi stayed the same at 56 from just adding those extra mobs we did. So that's about what I expect, right? I've done I have 3 125 mages at 120, you know, at max level, almost max AA, and they are always top DPS. Even now, even with like using Coalition and or whatever it is, the Alliance spell, whatever it's called, using that just really pushes them ahead, and they were already the top DPS in the group before even doing that. So I really expect the mage to just pretty much stay the top DPS in this group all the way to 125. Just because the Beast Lord is limited by movement and me being able to move her fast enough. Now the Wizard, I'm just not 100% sure. There might be something I'm doing wrong. I'll have to, you know, do some more optimization there, but I'm going for faster nukes, so that might be kind of the problem. I just need to go for bigger nukes, but then at the same time, some of these mobs die so fast, he's only going to get 1 nuke off, so it's, you know, something to think about there. Damage-wise, we seem to be able to tank this stuff, no problem, using the pets to pull the aggro off when needed. And the Shaman, pull this back in, the Shaman is doing his job. I fully did not expect him to be so good, but, you know, with the new healing he has here, let's see, what is it called? Spiritual Surge and some of these other ones, he's just really able to do it. Reckless Mending seems to be fine with just 2, so that's good to know. For me, I'm going to be dropping single target torpor for the 105 video if it is the same as the stuff there, so we'll see how that goes, because just doing the heals that way just seems pointless at this point when I can group heal it, and that is a focus ability, especially at 105. So there we go. That is how I play all my guys at 100. I hope that was exactly the gameplay and parsing stuff that was useful. I just I'm not 100% sure what would be more useful than the setup guides for each character, but you know, I'm always open to suggestions and comments. Please let me know. Thank you very much for watching, and please have a fantastic day.